The news you can count on. Mayport to Ponte Vedra Beach. The Island Times News Update begins right now. Here's Tom Patton.
Welcome to the Island Times News Update. I'm Tom Patton. Forecasters at NOAA's Climate Prediction Center say the Atlantic could see another above-normal hurricane season this year. For the upcoming Atlantic hurricane season, which runs from June 1st through November 30th, forecasters predict a 45% chance of an above-normal season, a 35% chance of a near-normal season, and only a 20% chance of a below-normal season. Forecasters predict a 70% likelihood of 11 to 17 named storms with winds of 39 miles per hour or higher, of which 5 to 9 could become hurricanes with winds of 74 miles per hour or higher, and include 2 to 4 major hurricanes in Category 3, 4, or 5 with winds of 111 miles per hour or higher. An average season produces 12 named storms, of which 6 become hurricanes, including 3 major hurricanes. These numbers include Tropical Storm Arlene, a rare preseason storm that formed over the eastern Atlantic in April. The 2016 season was the most active since 2012, with 15 named storms, including 7 hurricanes and 4 major hurricanes. Of course, it only takes one storm to make for a very active season, which we discovered last year with Hurricane Matthew. Officials recommend that coastal residents make plans now before the season gets into high gear as the summer progresses. The Atlantic Beach City Commission held a workshop Wednesday to discuss the Mayport Road corridor following approval of a community redevelopment area along the road. The area is largely zoned for commercial, general, and light industrial, which has meant that other types of businesses, such as retail storefronts, have been required to get variances or apply for a use by exception to open a store in a building that was built to house such businesses. The process can be lengthy, and some businesses have decided to go elsewhere, according to Commissioner Mitch Harding.
So all they're trying to do is realign the zoning with the type of businesses that are consistent with the buildings that are over there. I don't advocate not enforcing the requirements of these zoning laws. If they're out of compliance, then they need to be handled and dealt with. But to make our business owners go through lengthy processes to open a business and have the issues that they've had, I think is ridiculous.
Interim City Planning Director Jeremy Reeves said that the planning group had created what is essentially an overlay map for commercial properties along Mayport Road. The area would be bounded by Atlantic Boulevard, Mayport Road, Main Street, and Dutton Island Road.
Permitted uses that they are proposing are basically taking what our code already has and rearranging them. So you have the 7 of the 13 commercial limited permitted uses would be included in this. The only ones that are not included is because they're already addressed in the commercial general zoning district. So they're duplicated in the 2. So essentially everything in commercial limited would be allowed in this proposed area. For commercial general, literally every listed use would be allowed in this area. And again, with light industrial, every permitted use in light industrial today would be allowed in the entirety of this proposed area.
The Commission heard from several business owners who expressed their concerns about the corridor, including interactions with residents in the area and city rules concerning the outdoor display of merchandise. Commissioner Jimmy Hill said there are some realities about Mayport Road that need to be understood. It is not ever going to be a street of walkable ice cream shops, no matter how much the Commission or residents want that to happen. And he said the CRA itself is not the best solution.
Does everyone in this room realize that all the effort and all the business money that tied up from this commercial district will be locked until that CRA is done in that district, where every other community in the city, in the state of Florida, or everywhere else in the world for that matter, their commercial district bleeds into their regular operating fund. But the CRA is going to lock that tax revenue down forever. That's not what you want as a community if you're managing it properly. And we just did it, in a sense. I hope it dies on the vine because it's a bad idea. But nobody realizes that. The CRA has a very negative effect on our bottom line if we actually succeed. If these businesses succeed and have wonderful, thriving businesses and their tax revenue increases, our profit that we would benefit from that would pave all of the city streets, not just those streets, is tied into that community through a CRA. That's why it's a bad idea.
Commissioner Blythe Waters said she would prefer that the program that is implemented is permanent rather than a pilot program.
But I want to set up a way. The CRA is a way of funding it in the future. But if we don't have funds in that CRA right now and we want to do something now, we can. But we've got to come up with a cohesive vision. Simple things like Beach Avenue wants to be a historic pedestrian path. They don't want big overhead LED lights. They want historic lights that are more expensive. We can cost share. Whatever it takes to make the neighborhood have a mixed use feel, to be appealing to residents and new businesses, that's what we need to do.
There is still a lot of work to be accomplished on the proposal, and no timeline has been set for the legislative work to begin. But Mayor Mitch Reeves said that he hopes that improvements to Mayport Road, which have been discussed for years, will not take many more years to come to fruition. Well, it's the Memorial Day weekend, and government offices will be closed on Monday throughout the Beaches communities, but regular trash pickup will be conducted as scheduled in all 3 beach communities. In just a minute, the weather for your Memorial Day weekend and the week ahead. This is the Island Times News.
The news you can count on. The Island Times News Update will be right back.
Beaches Academy Child Care Center in Jacksonville Beach has been offering affordable, loving child care to families in the Beaches communities for 35 years. Conveniently located on Penman Road, Beaches Academy offers care for children from infants through preschool, with programs that encourage learning and outdoor play. Our affordable tuition means families can get quality child care at a price that fits their budget. Contact Beaches Academy at 246-3885 and schedule a tour of our center. Beaches Academy, the child always comes first. Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning in Atlantic Beach offers a full range of residential and commercial heating and air conditioning services, from new installation to replacement and remodeling. Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning can keep your home comfortable year-round, and they offer preventive maintenance contracts to keep your system running at peak efficiency. Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning is an authorized Bryant dealer and will service all brands. For year-round comfort in your home or business, contact the original Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning at 241-1788.
The news you can count on. Mayport to Ponte Vedra Beach, forecasting your beaches. This is your local look weather.
The National Weather Service says we can expect nice weather through the holiday weekend with lots of sunshine all the way to Monday. Highs will be in the low to mid-80s and lows will be in the low to mid-70s. There's a slight chance of a shower on Monday night and a better chance of rain on Tuesday and Wednesday. Enjoy your holiday weekend. The Island Times is always digital, always free at theislandtimes.com. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter to be the first to know about stories posted on the Island Times. I'm Tom Patton. Thanks for watching.